all praise and the glory to
Yahweh
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem
Kakadash.
Rakadash.
Give honor to the apostle, elders, great millstone, who do well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this is another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, to start to be edifying to the hopeful elect. The name of this lesson is um, whoa, Salakia. This quick little in transit. We just going through the spirit, you know, and I was gonna say get that's what it was, Psalms 37 and 4, because we'll start at verse 3. What's about to take place is, man, the Lord is about to everlasting kingdom, and everything is gonna be perfect in our kingdom, man. You know, it's not gonna be like this kingdom where it's flaws and you can't get stuff done and you're always behind on stuff and enjoy your family and all these type of things that this kingdom presents, man. We're not gonna deal with that in our kingdom. Um, we're gonna deal with peace and righteousness. But yeah, somebody got that Psalm 37.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, and verse 3. Trust in the Lord Yahweh and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
All right. So yeah, if you trust in the Lord, man, follow His ways, man. The Lord is gonna protect you and nourish you and keep you, man. You know, hey, cause the Lord He also gave Jacob the blessing of the fatness of the earth, man, which we would take part in the kingdom. We don't have that blessing right now, you know, but keep going.
Verse 4.
Matter of fact, before continue, could you get Hebrews 4 and 9 real quick? Start at verse 9.
The book of Hebrews 4 and verse 9, and it reads, There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, for he that is entered into his rest, he also have ceased from his own works.
Right, so it said there be a rest remaining to the people, man, and that's talking about the Sabbath day, you know. But, um, in this society, you can't even get rest for the Sabbath. You either gotta work for Esau, or the Sabbath might fall on the count day. You gotta go get up for count, you know, or you gotta do the work period, you know, because this is something that we're supposed to be doing every day, man. Serving the Lord and doing this work, man. You know, so it said there remaineth a rest, and he that has labor will enter into his rest. Meaning we're going to enter into our rest in the kingdom. That's when we're going to have true rest. You know, read the next verse.
Yep. It says, As Yahweh did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
And that rest is about the kingdom. So we are laboring. We're doing the work now, so we can enter into that rest. That's about to come. That's about to take place. We talk about that. We have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. So that's when we're going to have that continual rest, that continual peace. You know, but you have to physically work here in this kingdom because we're in slavery, man. You know, so hey, it talk about Isaiah 14 how what the Lord was going to give His people from the bondage and that sorrow, and the labor, you know, Isaiah 14 and 3, hey, the, the, the Lord is going to give us the rest in the kingdom. So, in order for Him to give us the rest, we have to work so we can receive the rest. We can't rest now. We have to go to work physically, You know, make your daily bread physically, but you got to make your spiritual bread too. You know, but just know it's a reward behind it, man, which is everlasting rest, everlasting salvation, man. But yeah, go back to that Psalms 37.
All right, I gotta put you real good. Psalm chapter 37 and verse 4. Delight thyself also in the Lord Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Right. So the Lord said He will give you the desires of your heart, man. Whatever you desire in your mind, whatever that you don't have, now the Lord will give it to you in the kingdom, man. You know, and see the Lord so called, the Lord will give you certain blessings now, man, that you desire, man. But the main mission is the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, so that's why we do the work. That's why we continue to follow after Yahweh Bashim Shot now, man, because it's a benefit to doing it, man. You know, the Lord is not a tyrant, but neither is He a genie as well. You know, because it's a balance with Yahweh Bashim Shot, man. But if you delight yourself in the Lord, focus on the Lord will give you your desires, man. You know, the Lord will take care of you, man. You know, you see, you got a precept.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 67 and verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
That's right. So we ain't supposed to be giving the Lord no rest, man. We're supposed to be crying out to the Lord every day. When we do these lessons, we're crying to the Lord. You're supposed to be praying to the Lord, you know, and constantly, um, you know, um, following after Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man, till Jerusalem be appraised, till the kingdom will come.
I have some.
It's more on that verse. Read the next verse. Why y'all keep doing that?
Isaiah 62 and 7 and 8. The Lord hath sown by his right hand and by the arm of his strength. Surely I will know.
No, hold on.
Oh, then
No,
go back to Psalms.
no. Isaiah start at verse 62 and read the verse 7. Yeah, I get all the meat off the bone.
You said
Right?
start at verse 62.
No, start at verse 6. Isaiah 62, start at verse 6 and get verse 7 with it.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah 62 and verse 6. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry
Hold
thee.
on, bro. The Jerusalem of praise, where that was just at?
That was verse 7. Oh, okay, it's like it. That was what I just read was a different verse. Verse 6. Isaiah 62 and verse 6. Like it. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. I have.
Right, exactly. So that's what the Lord did. He set up watchmen, and we're watching. You know, scriptures talk about pray for fewer days and watch. You know, we're watching for the kingdom. You know, we're watching for these prophecies to come to pass. You know, so the Lord can um give us the kingdom, man. That's why we get excited when we see these different signs happen, man. Because it's one step closer. It's one day closer to our kingdom, man. You know, and it said keep not silence. So meaning we supposed to be doing the work right now. You know, till you how about Shimon Shah come back. Well, yeah, keep going.
It says, verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right, it said give him no rest till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So there you go, it comes all together, man. You know that's why we do the labor now. That's why we delight ourselves in the Lord now, so we can inherit the blessing that He's about to give His people when He make His second return.
Verse 8.
No, that's it on that.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Right. So this is a prophecy that haven't came to pass yet. So this is prophetically speaking of time where the Lord is gonna break His yoke. And what's His yoke? The birth certificates. These jobs. All right. These what else? Anything that have to do with Brad. Basically keeping you in His kingdom.
Child support.
Child support, all of that. All right, the Lord gonna break those bonds, man, those yokes from off us, right? But it says, but they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto thee. Right. So the Lord is gonna raise us up. We building up the tabernacles of old, all right, which is King David, all right, and Yahweh Shah being the rulers of the next kingdom to come. All right. It say, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid, man. And this is what we are hastening the day of, man. All right, getting the kingdom, all right, and have an everlasting life, man. Where you're not gonna have any more sickness, no more pain, no more sorrow, no more nothing, man. Of these things that kept us, from serving Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay, and this is the rest that we're gonna get. We're not gonna be getting up punching no damn time clock anymore, man. We're gonna have servants and handmaids. That's gonna be working for us, man. That's what true rest is, man.
I got something to bring up. This is book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse like in verse 16. But now they desire a better country that is in heavenly. Wherefore Yahweh is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city. Right? And the scripture says it's the Lord's great pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. Right now the Lord is displeased with how the nation of Israel is, man. But we trying to be the hope of the nation of Israel, man. The next hope, the hope that's going to, allow the nation of Israel to fully have a great kingdom, man. We desire a new country that's a heavenly, which is the kingdom of everlasting, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is not going to be ashamed to be called our power. The Lord, He's going to stretch His name throughout the four corners of the earth. So this not a light thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving Him no rest, and we ain't got no rest here. So everything is working hand in hand with what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So we ready to get the kingdom now, man. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, and the Lord is going to send forth Yahweh Shah to deliver His elect, and that's how the kingdom is going to be established, man.
So yeah, Lord, one this was edifying with that. We'll close out from all praise and the glory to
Yahweh
Yahweh by
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shai
Shai,
by
Hashem,
Hashem and
Kakadash.
Kakadash. By honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.